I'm running, but I'm not yet live. I am not yet back on YouTube. Oh, come on. Don't waste your energy on nonsense like that. Well, I don't know why it's a sensitive topic to anyone, since it doesn't really pertain to government. It pertains to us. Uh, yeah, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. That's not believable. Yeah, I can't. YouTube takes so much time to start. You click on it and it doesn't show up. I don't know how to do this. It's like this always a problem with YouTube. I don't know how to do it. Okay, let me close YouTube and start again. So I'm starting from scratch. Why is what the Zuck.net down? Okay, I can't deal with anything else right now. Okay, just let's not deal with websites being down. That's not the issue right now. I got to check to see what that's all about. Right now, we're dealing with the broadcast. Why is the broadcast on YouTube taking so long to show up? Okay, so I just still waiting here for. So, if you're on YouTube, are you all any comments on YouTube? So, see, I don't even see the comments yet. So obviously, you are not yet on here. Let me. It's so disruptive, guys. Oh, there. I see it now. Okay. We're good to go. You can see it. Okay. Okay. You're good to go, but I'm not good to go because I cannot see it on mine yet. So it hasn't shown up on my own YouTube. Okay. So this is part of the disruption. It's like this happens and we lose 5 minutes. Just, I've been clicking on it like over and over and it won't start the live show. Do separate stream for YouTube from your mobile data. It might help. What is that going to do? Okay, now they've been talked to. Now the stream. Why waste time? Well, yeah, you're wasting my time. iSocial Fit. What are you talking about? I'm just trying to get it running. Since half my customers are in a different platform and in the platform is not running, it's frustrating. There we go. Whew. I think YouTube just, needs some time to recover. I think it needs to recover the last video before it starts a new one. Okay, so we're back. Okay, I can see the YouTube one showed up now. That took a long time. Wow, that took a long time. Okay, so sorry about that. Uh, uh, no problems when you use Instagram video. Okay, then why don't you broadcast an Instagram video? I'll stick to YouTube. Actually, I love YouTube. To be frank with you, you know I love YouTube. Oh, look, we got the same. We got the same troll here. GH, was it GHVTY? He's back. GHVTY is back. I better unblock the other account. Here, I'll unblock the other account because didn't want to didn't want to have you prevented from coming back. Okay, so hold on. How do I unblock GH? I can't do it right now. I guess can't do it right now. Okay, your machines are all under attack. Or apparently, okay, that's the other person. I must have blocked them. No, this black marker. This black marker guy. Okay, uh, he has been identified and attacked. Oh gosh. Okay, let's go back to what we're talking about. The uh, the uh, um, the original antivirus was just the normal file scanning, and now they put layer upon layer of things for phishing attacks, supposedly, which includes pre-scanning your HTTPS traffic, putting a fake HTTPS certificate, uh, creating what is called a sandbox where they pre-open your emails. Pre-open your emails, which is exactly where beacons come from. I mean, all of these are bad stuff. All of these are bad stuff. And you're allowing the antivirus to take over just so they can claim that they're doing something good for you when nothing has changed with antivirus products. They're still made the same way they were originally with Peter Norton. Okay? Again, nothing has changed. The only function of an antivirus is A, to scan your hard drive to look for something that falls into a previously identified virus so it doesn't spread. It doesn't stop a new virus. It never did. It never will. So therefore, why are you paying $149 a year for Symantec? Why are you paying all this for all these different products when all they're gonna do is duck and spy on you? Or maybe you want to be like Kaspersky, which actually takes files from your hard drive and loads it up to Russia, so Putin can get a handle on your files. Okay, so is that what you want? If that's what you want, go ducking download all of these ducking antivirus products that you'll enjoy them. So what do you actually need? What you need is just to go back to the old Peter Norton type style antivirus, which is just get the heuristics and keep the files from spreading, because at least that's all you need minimally on Windows. This is only on Windows. You don't need this on anything else. Okay? So if that is true, then what antivirus product behaves like the old Peter Norton antivirus? It isn't Symantec. It is not Symantec's Norton antivirus. No. The only product that will behave like the old days, the old antivirus, is Windows Defender, which is free. It's the only one that behaves just like the old days. You saw the document from the CIA. Antivirus products actually make a running website on your, aside from the fact that they scan your HTTPS traffic, they actually create a website, an open port on your sucking computer for somebody to attack you. Why don't you scope iSocial Fit so that you can say it? Okay, I've said this many times. Did you watch my video on YouTube, iSocial Fit, talking about this topic? So it's one of my most popular videos. So again, I'm telling you over and over that the antivirus products are just faking you and making you think that you're getting something out of it, and you're not. And all it does is open you up to more risks, as confirmed by the CIA document. This is something I've known, they've known. I've never actually used that many antivirus products. And the only thing that you need to do, to protect your computer instead of worrying about the antivirus product is to create a new way of creating security on your system. Oh, thank you, Black Marker. I appreciate that. Oh, that's perfect. Love those numbers. There's like the, Windows goods. Okay, so there's the issue. New way of security. What are you talking about? This Black Marker guy? It's like such an idiot. He's actually he must be from India. Do you also sell Tech support. You're Mike. I'm calling from Microsoft. There's a virus on your computer, sir. If you pay us $99, we will go fix your computer. We will fix the virus. Give us access to your computer and we will fix the virus. All you have to do is pay us $99, sir. Microsoft is very concerned and we need to call you and install a solution for your computer, sir. So anyway, yes, black markers like not one of these zucking idiots from that think they're so smart. What's your email, black marker? What's your email address? Move AH address. Do you even know what that means? When you start calling, when I'm not going to be on YouTube, when I give up on YouTube, then I guess I'm going to start call-ins. Okay, so this guy is like too much. Okay, so you're being identified and investigated. You are being identified and investigated, sir. What is your email, Mr. Black Marker? Mr. Black Marker, why don't you watch my video on sextortion scams? You need to know about scams. You do not know anything about scams like the scam you're trying to do now. Oh my gosh, like, these kitty trolls here. Kitty trolls. Is it blackmarker@yahoo.com or is GHVTY? GHVTY. So back to what we're talking about. No, boycott box. It's not about feeding trolls. It's humorous. We gotta have some humor once in a while. So anyway, back to what I'm saying. So if it's true that a antivirus product isn't gonna do anything for you except open you up to false promises so they can sell you a higher cost product, why do it? Why are you loading all these fancy, supposedly fancy antivirus products? Why? So the solution is actually not to worry about an antivirus, because an antivirus is not going to stop a 0-day hack. I can do a 0-day hack on you all day. Okay, just in my head, I have enough 0 days to keep you entertained. Okay, so 0 days are hacks that have not been revealed to anyone. Okay, I haven't revealed any. I just don't file these things. It's in my head, and I just know how computers work, and there's many ways for them to fail. So I've even showed you how I'm able to download a file. Then they did make a fix a little bit. They did make a fix, so they showed up a warning. Then I came up with another 0 day on picking out your autofill data. Okay, like how to steal your autofill data on the browser so I can get your name and address and phone number. Okay, stuff like that. So, it's like, anyway, Windows Defender is great. I haven't used a paid antivirus for 3 years. I hope you learned from me. Not wrong, as long as you don't download a lot of unknown files. If you're gonna download a lot of unknown files, what you need to do is, this is the really safety precaution that applies to a Mac and to a PC. So you don't need an antivirus for a Mac, but you need to do this. You need to create a separate login for the admin and a separate login for what you use every day. Also, this requires sometimes reinstallation. Do not put your real name as the user on a computer. let's say you set up a brand new Mac. You bought a brand new Mac, and you bought it, and you said, and it says put your name in here, and then you put in Matthew Ryan Vic, and that becomes your login, Matthew Ryan Vic, and then you put in your password, and then you start using the computer as Matthew Ryan Vic, which is now an admin or admin. Okay, you now have complete rights on the computer. You're the admin. You set it up. So you don't need any more rights. So if you download a piece of software that has malware on it, you basically allow it to get a hold of your computer, and it can actually do nasty stuff in there because you gave it the rights, and you also gave it the name Matthew Ryan Vic, which, by the way, shows up in many places, including on your email. So you may have created an email that says, I'm Black Defender. What's his name? Something Defender, or what's it? Black something. What's the guy's name? So Black Hat something. What is it? Black Marker. So he goes into email and said, I'm going to create a Gmail account called blackmarkergmail.com, and he sends the email, and Zuck, your email client, will take your username from your Zucking computer and put it on your Zucking email. So not only does it break security because you now have admin rights, then you also now have a secondary problem that it just revealed your name when you don't expect it to be revealed. So the solution, guys, is Zucking. Reinstall your computer from scratch on both Windows and a Mac. Set up an admin account. Do not call it your name. Do not even call it admin. Call it slave. Call it idiot. Call it something. Don't even say it's admin. Just call it whatever. Don't use some common login. Just say employee. But that's the admin. Then set up a new account without your real name also. Don't call it owner. No, that is obvious it's the admin. Create a different account that's not obvious it is the admin. Then make your the new account, the one that you're going to use every day, call that owner. Or call it admin. Call it something obvious that makes it sound like you are the admin. Okay? So basically the main account is going to be something else like poop butt, and then the main admin account is poop butt, and then the account that has no admin account is the boss. The boss. Okay? So make the admin account some obscure that look like admin, and make the one you use every day. I just call it admin. I love that. The one you use every day, call it admin. Okay? Don't use a real name on it. Just call it admin. If Microsoft says we need to log into your Microsoft ID, say ZocQ. Turn that ZocQ off. You should lecture at UCLA. Sure, pay me. I'm reporting you to Periscope for talking about butts and poops. Go ahead, computer science. Go ahead. Yes, Vike. I studied at UCLA. I can go back and teach. Parking is horrendous at UCLA, though. Parking is horrendous. So anyway, what is the advantage of doing what I just said? So many of you have asked me this question. You don't need to change the name. You're admin already. Okay? So every hacker says, oh, I'm on the admin account. I can go do lots of stuff here. So they start doing stuff, and it's not going to work because you're not really the admin. Okay? So How are you doing, huge D bite? Where's my anonymous mask, huge D bite? I put it away. I cleaned up and I don't have it anymore. So so you got my story here, guys. So that's if you're not the admin, then just I can't tell you how many tips I just gave you today. I mean, there's so many here. These are all extremely valuable, and if you just pay attention to this, your chances of ever getting a virus is very low. You don't need any expensive stupid antivirus product that's going to hack your HTTPS. I hate AVG. It's sucking, and Kaspersky and all of these. All of them hack your HTTPS traffic, and I'm saying to myself, suck. I load a antivirus product, and I can actually see what I'm doing with the bank. That's pretty crazy. So if you load your antivirus product, one of those advanced ones, they can see your HTTPS traffic and say, "Oh, I see all of your secure conversations with your bank, with your broker, with anything that uses HTTPS," because they put a fake certificate on there. That's pretty crazy. Cowboy, how are you doing, Cowboy? I get the free ones. Free ones are just as bad. The best free one is the one that comes with Windows. What about the private key? What about the private key? They don't need a private key. They have the private key. They made the zucking certificate. Therefore, they have the key. When you load a fake certificate on your computer, obviously the app that loads the fake certificate also has the private key. Bitcoin, huge D bite. Thank you for watching me on YouTube, huge D bite. Stay away from Periscope. So, yeah, it's funny. It's funny talking about Bitcoin briefly here. People are saying, should we sell now? Should we sell now? And it's like, do you see any weakness? He just keep crossing all of these resistance points, and it keeps going up. So are you going to sell it when it keeps going up? No. Watch for some weakness. There is no weakness at the moment. I'm not like a Trojan. I'm not here to backdoor you. Okay. So anyway, huge D bite. Welcome. Missed you, my friend. Haven't seen you in so long. So anyway, so that's Henry Bike Ride maybe caught the flu. So anyway, so hopefully you kind of get the sense of how a hacker, for as a hacker type of person, since I know how to hack, I always try to see how I would hack myself. And I realized that, just so you understand this, many of the downloads that will occur into your downloads folder. So if you see unusual things being downloaded in your download, it's just so unstable here. So I lost YouTube again. So unstable. I'm watching the internet just go down all of a sudden. It just keeps going down. Okay, that means I gotta go wait for YouTube to. Okay, go. I gotta wait for you again. It takes a while for YouTube to process it. So you should try out to be casted for Silicon Valley. Okay, I see people are back on YouTube here. The issue is neither with YouTube nor with Periscope. The issue is on my end. Something is blasting my internet over here. So something is blasting my internet over here. You need your own trunk. Yep. So cool. My code worked. Oh yeah, it did. So all I did was talk about Bitcoin and then it shut down. It must have been the Bitcoin thing. Okay. I started talking about Bitcoin and it shuts down. So it only flickered everywhere. So yeah, it must be a Bitcoin thing. So I was just enjoying the rise in Bitcoin and, you know, starting to see real money again. It's like, okay, that sounds good. Huge D bite. You didn't sell half your holdings when it was at the peak. I mean, you're so rich now. I don't. Can I even talk to you? You're such a big time guy now. I mean, I'm a nothing compared to you. You're like super rich. I'm like nothing now. You should invest in me now because you have the money. Jeez. Okay. Did you see that? It flickered again. It flickered off again. All I did was mention maybe they're doing it by topic. You're in Vegas for the money show, so maybe they're doing it every time I say topic. I see it go to red. They're still trying to talk me into getting a measles shot. Are you telling me, cowboy, that you didn't get the measles as a kid? They can't even sell me on that, bro. You need to reset your router. So anyway, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. So would you like me to interrupt my broadcast and go reset my router? Is that what you want me to do? So anyway, that's I had measles as a kid. I'm sorry, but I had measles as a kid too, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah. So not sure I want to have measles as a kid. His wife is turning his mom is turning his router off because she wants him to go to bed. Uh, yes, otherwise it will keep happening. That's not correct, iSocial Fit. That is not the reason. So anyway, notice a pattern of when I arrive. Yes. Yes, there's a pattern. There's definitely a pattern here. Huge debite. Can you put on a wrestler T-shirt for me? There's definitely a pattern. So I'm. This is really zucked up. I'm getting mad now. I got to take out my gun. I'm so mad right now. This is like disruptive. Very disruptive. So the next time it happens, I'm gonna fire this. You're pretty fat for an Asian. Do you eat too much fried chicken? Yes. Okay, so check that secure Wi-Fi, bro. Look outside. Should I look for you on the market? What's the name of that market? The market that I don't even remember what the name is. What's the name of the market? Huge D-Bite. What's the name of the market? Hello, Gina. He pulled his toy gun again. Hide your kids. What's the name of that market? I keep forgetting that market. Does anyone even go to that market? Hello, Rex. Rexamu. Did you change your name, Rex? Did you get did you get your account deleted or banned or something? What's up, Rex? I'm still me with a different name. With a different name. Anyway, so what I'm giving you as a tip, I'm from Alabama. Most probably would feel most comfortable with me holding it. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm pretty comfortable, man. I'm pretty comfortable. Should have put in this in a holster. I mean, you were shadow banned on Twitter. Should put this in a holster. I can. You want me to disassemble this for you right now? I can disassemble it. So anyway, I gave you quite. Have okay. I social fit. Come back tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll talk about our topic. Tomorrow will be EMP. EMP. So huge T bite needs to know how to protect himself from an EMP. Um, cops are welcome. They can come in the door. So so tomorrow I'll tell you about these. Will this survive an EMP? Okay, so we'll talk about that, and that's going to be a very, very interesting topic because there's a lot that I did not know, like exactly how EMPs work and why some things will be impacted by an EMP and some things will not. Need to shrink wrap that bad boy. Why do I need to shrink wrap it? So we'll talk about that, and I'll explain to you that you can actually get EMP-like things from other than an EMP. You can get it from, as somebody said here, a coronal. What is it? Coronal CME. How much is one of them? One of these? Well, you need a license though. You need to pass the test. Hello, Danny. You need to pass a test. I have a ham license, but you can get one of these for $25. $25. It's over once again. Oh, huge deep bite. It's always over. Well, in the meantime, let me make a living from the over. None of it's always over for you. Huge deep bite. It's always over for you. I have a driver's license. Gotta pass a written test. Yeah, you gotta pass a multiple choice test of 35 questions, and then you can get a license. And then once you do that, you get another license, which I'm gonna take the next one. And I was gonna take it today, but it's Mother's Day, so I got. Are you offering ham radios now? Are you offering it? Do I sell ham radios? I do not sell ham radios, Kelp. But if you're Chinese, you can, because all these ham radios are from Zucking China. So if you're from China, you can get one. You have a ham radio, huge T-Byte. I can talk to you on the radio where there's less tracking. Huge T-Byte, we can talk on the radio without without going on the internet. Selling, of course. So I don't sell radios, Kelp. So yeah, we can talk on the radio. There's I found that there's a lot of people on ham radio that are privacy enthusiasts. What is the specs? Good time to get into the ham radio business. What are the specs? There's no specs. Anyway, this requires a license. This requires a license. You have to just type in TextPad on your Mac. I'm there. I'm not on your computer, your PC, with your big drives. How do you know I'm not on there? With your multiple drives and your your big terabyte, multi-terabyte drives where you have all your data. License required to purchase? No. There's no license to purchase. The license is to transmit. You can listen with this for free. I'm in his desktop too. Okay, so got bored with your Windows. Got bored with my Windows. Yes, I put a green screen for many months, and then you weren't here. And now that I took away the green screen, then you're back. You start talking it. I'm changing the channel, bro. Okay, come on. You know what I'm getting at. Okay, so anyway, this is a ham radio. It requires a ham license. This works in the 70 centimeter band and the legally 70 centimeter band and the 2 meter band legally. However, illegally, I can actually access police radio. Uh, uh, Although it can access air traffic control on this, the problem is it's FM only. This doesn't have AM. And the other thing is that it can actually access FRS, which is a different frequency range, and GMRS. So this one radio actually can receive and transmit in that entire range. But legally, you need a license for some of those levels. So if you get this particular model, this is not the model that you would normally get for $25. This is $67. But the $25 version, which I recommend, it actually gives access to that, and all you need is a GMRS license, which is $90 license, and it allows you to. There's no test, and you have a line of sight range at 5 watts, which can, that's a pretty good range. At 5 watts, I should be able to reach 50 miles away, Orange County. You can do anything you want on the GMRS channel. On this GMRS, just needs to pay the $90 license, and that's it. To use the ham license portion of this requires a ham license. That is a test. I passed that test. I have a license, and who do you talk to? Let's see.
Channel mode. Scanning begin.
I guess everyone's asleep now. Old people. So the
CML 34, red and pink shirt and leggings, will make self known to deputies at location.
Okay, that's police. So I was actually able to program a sheriff.
Or is it pretty tight? And then also, do you have any flap or?
Okay, so I got police here. I cannot legally answer that. If I hit transmit, then the FCC will be on my Zaz. So no, that's one of the things that you know when you get licenses. You cannot transmit legally on those channels.
Yeah, there is a clock.
Okay, this one is ham. What happens if I transmit? I'll be disrupting them, and that means I can go to jail for that. Just testing. What is ISAM? What the zuck is up, Joe? Come get you. So anyway, the police channels are not all trunked. I'm getting the ones that are not trunked. How can they find you? They can use directional antennas. Directional antennas. They can find you with directional antennas. So anyway, I get medics, sheriff, fire department, and then I have ham radio. I can talk to anyone, and I can reach a range of all the way to San Diego. So that's 150 miles range. Yeah, 150-mile range. It's pretty good with a repeater. So anyway, when you're concerned about mass surveillance and everything you say on the internet's being recorded, I mean, it's kind of nice when they don't bother with you on this, because it's analog. So nobody want to waste time with analog. They want to track you with digital. So analog is awesome. So yes, a GMRS license can be reached by the same radio. So a GMRS license is family. So you get a license and everyone of your family can talk and you don't need to say what your call sign is. Was BS created on ham radio? Well, yet, come on, Rob. They go where people are going. What does that? Well, yet, come on. They go where people are going. No one's going to go there. That's the whole point. A small proportion of the population have a ham license. So, how many people in your neighborhood have a ham license? Here in LA, are there even 20,000 people with a ham license? Are there 50,000 people with a ham license? In my local area here, I'm going to guess maybe 20,000, which is not a lot of people compared to the millions that reside here. Okay? Do you say Breaker 19? That's CB, Uncle Joe. We don't do CB. That's CB talk. That you don't. I'm sure it will be increasing. Why do you think that, Kelp? Maybe none. Why do you think it'll be increasing, Kelp? The locals use CB instead here. Well, I used CB long ago, but this is not CB. Hams are dying off due to Periscope.
Channel mode.
You want to do that, but it's within reason. It's just kind of.
Somebody said there's a lot of rednecks on ham radio. Really? 10-4 there, little fat buddy. I'm part of why? You mean Kelp?
Yeah.
They're actually listening to me?
It does make noise when I put it in gear. I haven't had an issue. Change you up.
Scanning beacon.
Stocks are going up with ham radio on the rise. So just because I talk about it?
Anyway, hey, here's my question.
I have a VPN on my VPNs, like wearing two rubbers. I can't even enjoy it. What you should do is use Tor over VPN. Today you can get amateur license, no code. No code, yes, but you have to pass the test. Do you have a ham license, Danny? Everyone from Periscope is moving to YouTube, Twitch, and ham. Can you have a VPN on a ham? No encryption allowed on ham. I don't know if you know that. No encryption on amateur radio. This whole off-the-grid thing is a seller's delight. My XYL is pissed I outgamed her. The locals... okay, so what did I miss here? So,
Scanning beacon.
I'm being squeezed out. Can they track you if you use Tor on the amateur radio? So one of the laws, this is actually the law when it comes to ham radio, is you cannot have encryption. And why is there Morse code? People can still do Morse code because it's low power, but there's no requirement for Morse code anymore. So you do not have to know Morse code to. This is just a Baofeng. Cheap Baofeng, Danny. So that's all you need. What do you have? How do they know what's encrypted? Use some AI encryption and makes it seem like human conversation because of the length of the antenna. Don't poke yourself in the eye. My dad used to have a ham radio license. So cops are breaking the law. No, amateur radio license cannot be encrypted. Cop licenses, if you're in the government, they can zuck you all day, and you should create a Morse code for the internet. My grandpa had the ham license. So yes, so you're the only people using ham license ham right now is probably your grandpas. Even though this sucks, this is the best Periscope on right now. Oh, Black Marker, you're pretty funny. I will unblock your other account, even though you're zucked up. I will unblock your other account. That way you can have fun. So, the only other country that has a lot of ham radio operators is the UK. Because they have nothing better to do. That antenna was as thick as really? But for government, it's for your protection. Criminals are for their personal advantage. But for government, it's for your protection. Criminals are for their personal advantage. Okay. Sorry, I have to say the interaction here is better here than on YouTube because I see the same comments. I see the same comments. So you're saying, well, I don't want to. Ham isn't a real big in the Middle East because the people are here mostly. Well, that's not my problem. If I stop broadcasting on Periscope, then it won't be an issue. Why don't I just stop broadcasting in Periscope? Then you'll all be on YouTube. I just discovered how Steve Snail. Yes. So anyway. So given that this is a nice way to communicate, and you can get a nice regional reach with this, with even an inexpensive device that you can charge with a solar charger. You can charge it with a solar charger. So you don't need electricity, and then you can talk, 150 miles away. It's, nice little device to have. The problem is what happens if there's an EMP. So we don't need no stinking protection. You can't stop picking that back up because selling radios now. No, I'm not selling radios, Vike. More like on YouTube than Periscoper. I got a serious question. It reaches places. Okay, okay, everyone that needs to be asking the questions on YouTube. Okay, YouTube people, what do you think? Okay, we don't really care what they say on Periscope. Let's say, what do you care about, people on YouTube? What do you care about on YouTube? We don't care what people say on Periscope. Because, Simon says I ignored people on YouTube. So I'll ignore people on Periscope. See? Nobody cares. So it doesn't matter where I go. If they would own. So fine. Peace and blessings, everyone. Lakim Mohammed. So anyway, so I'll talk about that, and it's kind of interesting to know what causes an EMP. It's something. Tomorrow we'll talk about EMP. It's interesting to know how it actually works, and I care for no Periscope clutter. Tomorrow you have a date. It's easier to make a fake account. So YouTube is great. I mean, Periscope is great for having trolls. So trolls are always on YouTube. The copy bots are back on Periscope. Good day, YouTubers. Good evening. I'm in it. Hello. Net will be null. So yeah. Do you? I'm so interested in building myself. A mesh network using ham radio. Mesh network where you can run your cell phones and make websites and do that on your when the world is down and you still have internet. Okay, so I'm from USA, New York. Lakim, welcome. Do you need a huge antenna outside? So far, I was surprised. I used this, and I was able to reach a repeater that's 40 miles away. And it broadcasts through all over Southern California. I mean, that's it's pretty awesome. I don't care if the whole internet is down as long as I can get on Braxme. Somebody said Braxme was down. Is that true? You can make so when you're a ham, if you have a ham license like I do, you can participate in something called a mesh network. You can actually create a local area network for all the people on the area, and it does not depend on the internet, and you can run it with batteries. So, and then you can, if you have some other devices like a computer and phones, you can actually communicate and go to websites and so on using that mesh network. So it's pretty awesome. I just got to Brax, no problem. Somebody was saying, well, it's saying that you're getting issues. Now, repeaters can transmit on shortwave. Really? Okay, she loves to. Do you speak in English with your family on it? You can speak in any language you want, but you must identify yourself with your call sign on the ham channels. You do not have to identify yourself on the GMRS channels, which needs a separate license. Does somebody run DNS on Hamnet? No, there's no DNS because you all have fixed IP addresses. Fixed IP addresses. Why did you go back to? You confused me, Simon. You're like, you're confusing me. You're talking on. You like want to confuse my eyes. You go to YouTube, then you go to Periscope. Yes, I've learned not to read you, cowboy. Yes, you're basically all on the 10.10 network. They were saying what the Zachnet was up. I have a surprise for you people who are supporters of mine on Bytes VPN. I'm testing it now. If anyone wants to do advanced testing like Great Gold, you can start running the ad blocker on your VPN. If you want to be the advanced testers, I'm running I was running the ad blocker on the VPN today. So seems pretty flawless so far. But if you want to participate in the testing, and I don't want to put everyone through it until I know it's verified. So, but if you are on a VPN and you want to participate in the testing of the ad blocker, you can block it. You can block the ads at the VPN side, which means you do not have to put anything on your computer. Even you don't even need Privacy Badger. None of that's necessary anymore. Wow, Jay even actually cut his name. Jay cut his name. Okay, so if anybody wants to participate, maybe a couple of people want to try it, contact me on Brax, and I'll give you, a alternate OVPN file, and then you can get the ad blocker automatically on when you run the VPN. What's so neat about this is it's so subtle. I mean, I go to BuzzFeed.com, people. I went to BuzzFeed, and there are no ads on BuzzFeed, which is incredible. To go on BuzzFeed and not see ads. It doesn't seem to block anything like that, Simon. Want me to test it for you? So, yes, heard of that recently about that disperse thingy. If you're not, why do you need to use a VPN to do daily? If you're because you're not a normal person, Black Marker. Ad block is free. No, Danny. You see, if you put the ad blocker on your device, you have to put it on every browser. Remember something called browser fingerprinting? That means you have to put it on every browser. Okay, so now the ad blocker is tracking you as well. So, is that what you want? You gave up the blocking only to have the ad blocker look at your screen, including HTTPS. Is that what you want? I don't do any ad blockers. I find ad blockers to be dangerous. So by putting the ad blocker at the DNS side, what I've done is put the ad blocker on the DNS side. So I block the ads from DNS. So they never even come up. So they're blocked at DNS. So there's nothing you got to do. So there's no interception of your traffic, and we don't need to see what is on your screen. Whose VPN do you want to track? Whose VPN do you want to track? Use my VPN so that you're tracked. YouTube Red is a great ad blocker. Black marker's actually being funny today. Joe, no, Joe. There, Joe actually went on YouTube finally. Do you have a YouTube channel, Joe? Don't you put your readings, your script reading things and your voice projects on YouTube? So then you can track me when I get the VPN. Well, then you can track me too, since I'm on the same VPN. That means you can track me as well. So you went to butt feet to see what does that? Okay. So anyway, so back to what we're talking about. So tomorrow we're going to talk about EMP, and I will explain exactly what an EMP is, and why that's an issue. And it actually has a lot to do with radio frequencies. It has to do with a lot with ham radio, believe it or not. I'm actually surprised at how it connects to everything I've learned on ham radio. It's safe with their new policy. Watch replay, Vike. Okay, watch the replay. So that'll be very, 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 very interesting. So anyway, guys, Bytes VPN and hardware VPN as well. And Bytes VPN comes with ad blocking. It comes with Tor routing, and comes with a VPN hardware router if you want. Some sites refuse to serve content when you block ads. Can yours be disabled? You can't stop the Zucker. The sites that disable because you stop the ads, or they don't. I haven't been stopped by anything. I went to the New York Times and it didn't stop me. I have not found that it because of the way it does it. Take care. Do you ever get sick of that awesome California weather? Kelp, it's been really cold in here, as you can see. It's supposedly summer already. This is summer. We haven't gotten past 65 here. Okay, I'll try to find some site to do that so you can test. Yeah, so I'm only at testing stage here. If it doesn't work, then I can turn it off. So, enormous scope. We are slaves to fools. I hope I'm not the fool, Danny. I hope I'm not the fool. So, you should consider doing a book about this. Why don't we make my YouTube channel popular first, and then I'm not sure I should have, but not sure I should have Felicia Mercedes Buick. He is Satoshi. It would be a great idea. Now I'm so confused. I'm so confused what we're talking about, because a book won't be destroyed by EMP. Thoughts on breaking up Facebook? That would be fantastic help. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. They also want to break up California. Which one will happen first? Which one will happen first? So anyway, hey guys, I have an app. It's called Brax.me, where people who are interested in privacy hang out, and we hang out. And Great Gold here will welcome you very nicely on Brax.me. And the thing about Brax.me is it doesn't ask for any information from you, so you can chat and you don't have to be afraid of being tracked, because there's nothing to track. Nothing to track. So, OBS fam, Uncle Joe is back. Will you adopt me, Dad? If it gets way more traffic than Facebook, it gets way more traffic than Facebook and Google. Okay, so looks like we had enough here. So I'll be back tomorrow, and we will get excited about this new topic about EMP. Okay? So, good night, my friends. People keep warning me about the new 5G. Yes, go watch my video. You already did. Okay. So, follow me on YouTube, my friends. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rob Braxman Tech. Okay? Cowboy, you're behaving very strangely tonight. License 1979. Awesome. Awesome. What's your call? What's your call, Gary? Okay. I'm going to wait for Gary's call. What's your call, Gary? Never stop the stream or you die. I'm being good. That's being good. Gary didn't want to tell me his call. Okay, I'm not getting Gary's call. Just say that it's like the crash the bus. Everyone, I'll be back trolling this channel. Okay. I will unblock your other account so you can troll on either one. Okay, good night, guys.